welcome back to another video. Today's video slash little discussion video. I found a little trick that you guys can learn about quickly, and it's really good to learn about. So, as you guys know, you probably heard about the UFOs and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really a big fan of this season so much, but I found a really cool exploit. This is a really neat exploit. So, you see how like everyone does like sweats and stuff, everyone's sweating and stuff. Well, I found a way to counter that. Literally, literally, this is probably the most broken thing in the world. And if you had a squad of UFOs, like this would probably literally, it's the most broken thing in the world. And you're probably wondering, what exactly am I talking about? Well, you probably haven't heard about it, but say if I have this structure right here. So, oh, careful, don't do that. But if you say if I have this structure, right, you place it down, you place the gas can down, right, or you can get close to it, right, say like right about here. I don't know why there's like weird. And you go like ahead, and if you do this, and boom, literally, that's literally broken. It's literally it's literally this thing. If people knew how to figure that out, you can literally do anything. Like even try to like, you could probably like like I don't know how much damage the actual what's called gas stations thing does, but with this, with the whole like this with the gas scanner, with the gas scanners. Oh man, you're gonna have a fun time. Literally, like anything that will come near it, you're pretty much done. So I'm just saying, I think this thing might be a little too OP for my taste. It's like the planes, basically, just the planes 2.0. It, I mean, it is pretty easy to take down, but if you eat that the gas station things, you literally can throw it all at anywhere you want, throw it at someone, and then just fire the thing, and then they go boom boom. It's like you're pretty much like gonna guarantee wins. I didn't know this until now, but when I tested it, I was like, when I tested it, it was like, oh my god, they need to nerf this because that is like illegal. Because you're gonna see like a whole bunch of people picking up boulders. You can also pick up rocks and things like that. You can damage builds, and this is the problem with this UFO. You can literally, it's like a UFO, but it's literally broken. It's like, even like for a casual player, he could probably get a win with just throwing the boulder at someone, right? But see, the problem with these ships, they don't have a lot of health. Now, another thing to take note is, I know you guys are probably wondering, how do I recharge it? Well, if you come down here, or right here, for example, go over here, you can see the ship is at 31%, and it slow charges over time. Basically, that's how a battery, it's electricity with batteries and stuff like that. So there you go, fully charged, and you can also heal it with campfires if the ship is damaged or anything like that. Now, another thing also, this this little baby ship thing, it can actually do 30 damage to a normal player, and it can knock them back pretty quickly. So also, I'm going to show you some really cool map changes. First of all, the first map changes is beachy blurs. Um, Interestingly enough, there's like a beachy kind of replace sweaty sands with beachy I don't know how to say it, believers, beachy believer. Uh, so, anyways, uh, another thing it's to take note is that there is the Pleasant Park Steamy Stacks, and Lazy Lake. If you guys don't know, all of those little purple things, right? Those are what's called little alien. They're like little alien things. Now you guys probably wondering why is there a giant, uh, like a giant brown kind of spot right here? Well, if you guys watch the trailer or anything, the UFO slash the 0 point was completely utterly destroyed. Now, another thing another thing to point out is that we don't know where the foundation is exactly because, as you guys know, the foundation. First of all, the foundation was sealed away in the 0 point, and next thing we know, the aliens destroyed the 0 point using the mothership. So I believe that the mothership will probably come closer and closer to the island. Now it looks like it's moving away from the island, but I don't know. Also, sometimes you might get these weird sound waves, like that will pick up different sound waves. Also, you can also find ships, little these what's called baby ships or whatever you call them, little UFOs, right? Is that you'll find them around like all over the map. Sometimes you might find them you'll find them like with the purple showing like with they're being like invaded or something like invasion and stuff like that. But sometimes you might find one UFO in the some of the like bases for IO. Uh, Now, where exactly might be the foundation? We don't know. I did say I don't know, but he's definitely not going to be in here because, as you guys know, when when I looked at the whole like where he dropped, it looked a lot more like a bigger pool than this. I couldn't tell because it looked more like a realistic like water area. He also another thing I got some really cool Easter eggs for that trailer. First of all, I don't know why, but I recognize the trailer from somewhere. There's actually a whole bunch of Easter eggs from that trailer. First of all, foremost, there's in the actual trailer, we had some things like reference to there was a movie, that I didn't like at all. It was a 1980 movie. It's called like Aliens or something like that. Not the not the one where the famous movie Aliens. I'm talking about there was this movie where uh, I don't know if you guys know this. Like there was these UFO, like this big UFO thing. Uh, you probably haven't heard about it because I watched the movie. I didn't like it at all. It was a terrible movie. It was like a 80s movie, and like people don't like know 1980s, and so that's the mothership right there. Um, and then as the season progresses, the island will start getting more and more corrupted, or so far the aliens will probably start taking over the island. A war between uh, Io and the aliens, basically. Um, so that's another thing. Now, how do I think about this entire season? Let me get my personal opinion. My personal opinion, it's an okay season. It's not the best, but it's just like I don't think like when you look at the season, it's just like oh yeah. Um, I normally like seasons with unique. Like if you remember back in seasons like just yesterday of season 6, the last day, where we had the whole we got the Spire assassins and stuff, right? Oh, I got church. All right, hold on. But you guys know what I mean, like Spire assassin, um, just like any like unique skins, like I just don't like basics. I mean, I rather have the skin like more unique and stuff. Um, so we got a lot of map changes. Notably, the center island is where the Spire was, where the 0 point is. Another thing to take note is we don't know what's gonna happen And like, I know you guys are probably thinking like, this is bad. This is really bad because, as you guys know, the 0 point is what keeps the island is stable. If, say, if the 0 point is gone, then how's the island still like still here? Because there's no possibility that this like because I don't know how they did it, but I guess they have some kind of like special tech that keeps the 0 point from exploding or such forth. So I don't know, but I believe that's what's gonna happen is that something's gonna have to happen, or some kind of like weird thing's gonna happen. Also, other thing, the little spires around the map. You guys remember the little spires, the ones with the whole bunch of things? They are still around. You can still find them around the map. They haven't disappeared or anything soon. So that's a good thing to take note is that some of the spires are still here. So I believe that you can see there's already one there's one there, and there should be one over there. Yeah, you can still see the spires, and there's one over there. That's actually interesting how the spires are still here, even though that 0 point is gone. So, um, if you guys do, so other thing about the whole like that trailer, I also got a really good reference to like a reference to the foundation, how he dropped like a splash and stuff. He almost looked like almost it looked almost sounds like if you guys don't know, what's that thing called again? What's that movie called again? Oh, the Transformer movie, the old ones, the best ones that everyone really liked. It That was a really cool like Easter egg how he dropped like from the sky and just looked. He almost looked like Megatron. How he, if you guys don't know Megatron, he dropped from the sky. He dropped like the planes dropped him into the water, and that's how, you know, and I believe that what's gonna happen is that by the time when like by the time the, like the foundation is probably gonna get really awakened by the 0 point energy itself, because if the island's still like here, so it means that he probably has the power of the 0 point itself, because he's been in the 0 point for a really long time, for almost like a month, like 2 or 3 months there, but or like a couple of, like we don't know how long Fortnite years are, but he's been in there for a long period of time, and I believe that must be he must have the power or must have the energy of the 0 point, so that's why the island hasn't been destroyed yet. So he's so, and also another thing also when when everyone was like getting ready for this, having a rocks concert and all that kind of stuff, like everyone's like doing a jamming around and getting very excited and stuff, for this, like, seeing the aliens and stuff, right? So the mothership came in and then tried to pick up the 0 point and literally destroyed the 0 point, right? Okay. um and then everyone started freaking out because, if the 0 point is gone, the 0 point, what what the 0 point is supposed to do, it's supposed to keep people, if it's supposed to keep the island from destroying itself. That's why if you remember season X, right? If you guys remember season X, basically what happened, if the 0 point doesn't exist, then the whole island will be completely wiped out, and then it will be sucked into a black hole, right? So that means that the 0 point still exists, but in some ways or some form, we don't know where it is exactly. We also note that there are these little what's called um, these things, like they're, I don't know what they are. They look like a weird like crystals and stuff. It could be actually the 0 point itself, but I'm not sure. Because there is like these like IO is trying to scan what these are, like specifically. Like we don't know exactly what the 0 point, where it is it gone, but I'm pretty sure it's not gone completely. I think it's possible that it's still out there somewhere, because if the 0 point is gone, then we would be completely wiped out. So that's what John Jones was planning to. So who knows? Also, I noticed that some reason so the colors are they're very alien looking. Like, I mean, I'm just like giving some reference to the cube and stuff. If you guys remember, the cube was this like uh from a from like the ancient times, like magic and all this stuff. So there's a lot of like this season is kind of really confusing to a lot of people. I can't make any sense at all. Uh, Also, I noticed that if you guys don't know, when you pick up items, for example, you pick up an item like this rock, for example, right? Okay, I just took some damage because if you pick up this rock, you throw it, and it actually acts like a natural physics. Like, I know, like, that's really cool, like how it acts like natural physics instead of, you know. So, also another thing is the storm is actually forming, so that's another thing. So, we're not sure. The 0 point itself is gone. I don't know how the island's still like standing, even though that's gone completely. Maybe the foundation maybe the foundation actually has the 0 point inside of him, because I mean he is Dwayne Johnson, so it would make sense. So he must have the energy, and he must have been exposed by that radiation or 0 point energy. Because I know, like, if you watch like any superheroes, I mean, there's no, there's no. Maybe he has some kind of like energy that, like a battery that keeps containing the 0 point itself. So that's another thing. So also another thing is that we got Coring Complex. That's a new IO base. If you go there, you'll find a whole bunch of IO guards, and you'll also find, of course, the one and only Doctor Sloan right there. Um, and then you also, and then there's like other places, like a whole bunch like changes to here. Also, like there's different outposts for like IO and stuff. You guys can check that out. It's pretty much like how I think it was like seasons 5 where IO would place these. I'm not sure if they had these bunkers all around the base, so and it's kind of like that. But see, this is almost like, so IO has a base right here, a base right here, and you can go around, and then there's like a giant mothership. So we don't know what's. I believe that some people are. Well, we'll see if it's gonna. We'll see if it's gonna come in or if it's gonna come out. I think what we're gonna have to do by the time when we do this, I think we have to collect artifacts in order to bring back the 0 point. That's and that's what the mothership was. If we don't have the 0 point, how can we? So maybe the maybe that's why maybe that's why the island is not like destroyed itself, because maybe the mothership actually has a 0 point. I mentioned that the foundation could have the 0 point inside of them, but maybe the foundation, maybe the mothership actually has the the 0 point, because I don't know what exactly happened to the 0 point exactly, but I believe what happened is, I don't know, maybe they merely teleported it somewhere. So who knows? But we're not sure. So um, and we're not sure where the Foundation might be. So he's probably somewhere out in sea, in the middle of the ocean. You gotta watch the trailer. I'm trying to look like I thought he was gonna drop here, but I don't think. I looked at the scene again. It looked kind of a little too like the ocean looked. It looked very calm, so it could be in here or it could be somewhere like in another area. So we're not sure where the Foundation might be, but anyways, maybe the mothership will probably come or something. Maybe it'll progress and come in closer and closer, closer, or something like that. Well, we're not sure. But I hope you guys do enjoy this little video, discussion video. I don't know what I call it. I guess like map changes and stuff. And I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new.